Okay guys, let's crack down to chapter 164 of Shokugeki no Soma. This was really a brilliant chapter yet again. This time, yet again, with all Food Wars chapters, when it's in a Shokugeki, it always brings on the whole concept of preparing the food and thing. It reminds me of it being like a Duel Monsters match in Yu-Gi-Oh! with playing with children card games lasts for an episode. Pairing this food lasts chapters to 3 chapters, normally to 2, depending on who's fighting and who's preparing it, because we love to see the explanations of everything about this chapter. So let's crack down to it, and we will discuss it thoroughly. Okay, so chapter 164 of Shokugeki, it's a mix of a flashback when Soma was with Shino and was chef experience, where you go off to different restaurants, in this case different restaurants for some days or a week, and work under the head chef there and learning new skills and techniques over there. And we learn more that Soma ended up, like we last saw him during this arc, we end up notice that he ends up with Shino, and he used to be the first. He used to be the first seat in the old generation, and he opened his first French restaurant over in France, and he's Japanese. And we learn a lot of skills to create a now brand new dish. And this is Soma, a skill that we know is going to help win, hopefully, the Shokugekis to come and to defeat his army. The dish he's creating is a mixture of charcoal fire with a lot of different meats and chestnuts and stuff. A little bit of combinations here and there that he's putting into this dish that he's creating, but making it into a new type of French cuisine. Only what Soma can make, because Soma has this skill. Like all shonen heroes from Shonen Jump, like Luffy with his gum and always getting strong, with Goku always getting stronger after losing and going up, with Ichigo losing his powers and regaining his powers, and Naruto getting stronger and stronger depending on how strong he got until he became the 7th Hokage. Soma we're seeing that with Soma. He is showing his shonen characteristics here, where unlike any other chef that will prepare a dish and prepare it his own way, but still making it that exact same dish that he knows that other people know and enjoy. Soma likes to create and be imaginative with this dish that will bring it into fruition. So at the end of the chapter, we learn that Kasa is going to be able to beat Soma. We have a strong feeling that Soma ain't going to win this, but depending on what Soma brings up and what Soma prepares, is going to bring into fruition, because Soma has the ability to make new dishes on the spot, but when he needs to save his restaurant or save all the little restaurant chains that will be demolished, destroyed, out of business because it's not what his army wants or is needed, then I can see Soma creating a new French dish and a Japanese French cuisine that is going to be presentable here and probably win the match, because he's a shonen character that show his potential. Azami's way of cooking ain't the right way to cooking, and if he shows Tsukasa his way of cooking is the right way of cooking, that there's always possibilities, and to shut Tsukasa up because he's on his high horse, always thinking that he needs that he doesn't care about any other buddy's food, then he is really putting it down on himself. Because if Soma wins the Shokugeki, like I said, it's a high might, then this will really show. Also, like I said, it's cut back to exactly what he was doing at Shino's restaurant back during the whole experience trip, and it keeps on cutting forth and back when he's making everything. And the final thing, I want to quote something from what Erina said, is this. Yeah, what Erina says that Soma is intending to bring in a new French cuisine dish that only Soma can make. Soma is very interested in this, and what Shino says during this flashback, his strength lies in the fact that he will never give up, and his infinite thirst for knowledge and instability, curiosity, that is what lets him do things that others wouldn't even dare think about doing. He is one of the few chefs I have ever acknowledged knowledge. And he then goes, "Come join me and observe the view from the summit, Yukihira." That is from Shino. So this pretty much means, remember when Izan was facing Soma? Soma learned something to do for his dish that Izan did during their Shokugeki. And now that he learned something from Tsukasa by putting it covering his dish up and then letting the heat seep through the food because there's no heat getting out, and then put it back in the oven for one more time to give it that best flavour. I have a funny feeling Soma might didn't do that, but might end up using that in a further skill or a further food that he's going to make, because he's prepared his food, and next week we're going to be seeing, next week's the deciding factor of Shokugeki no Soma and everything. So comment down below or head over, if you're a member of Anime Amino, head over to my thread for this week's chapter of Shokugeki no Soma over at Anime Amino, and we'll be discussing this week's chapter there as well. So hopefully you enjoyed this week's chapter. I certainly did. It was very informative, and we learned more about Soma's training with Shino back during the whole chef experience arc, and we're going to be seeing what Soma made and created because of only he could make. What is the driving force of Soma, character of Soma, into fruition? And I'm really glad, because it's something about and I know more about his past. If Jirichiro was just like him, if Soma's father was just like him when he was younger, then I really want to know. Well, this is going to be the arc where we learn that Soma is the one that needs to stop Izami and show Izami that Soma's way of cooking, that creating new dishes, is the only way to give the perfect restaurant, the perfect balance. Cooking food is what is from creation, inspiration. You follow one recipe one time, and then you want to improve that recipe by creating something completely different, by combining things, making it new and inventive, by adding things to make it better, make it strive towards. That is what Yukihiro Soma's potential is for, and that is what I am waiting for. So like before, comment down below if you liked and didn't like this chapter of the greatness that is Shokugeki no Soma, and head over to Anime Amino, follow me there, and comment below there, and let's discuss over there this week's chapter of Shokugeki no Soma. And also I have got threads linking to One Piece, Fairy Tail and Bleach's chapter that this week as well, all over there as well. So please follow me over there, and we can discuss about this week's chapters all in one place as you wish. But other than that, this has been Kai in Kai's Otaku Corner, and I'll see you next time for another Shokugeki no Soma chapter review. And this was Shokugeki no Soma chapter 164. See ya, bye bye for now.